Warnings, safeguards, and precautions. Trust no one, suspect everyone. Here's why and how. Before I send you out there into the big wide world of dating to find the one for you, I'd like to bring a few things, a few warnings, safeguards, and precautions to your attention. Would that be okay? Of course it would. Let's face it. What we see out there today in terms of dating prospects can be downright scary, disappointing, and in some cases, even dangerous, to say the least, right? We truly do live in a crazy whack world, and I want you to be safe, and I want your heart and your body protected. My top 5 rules for protecting yourself. Number 1, trust no one, suspect everyone. Even after you let someone into your space to date, or even marry you, you've got to be on the lookout constantly. Be suspect with your third eye. Don't let it show, but watch for small signs in their behavior, irregularities in their talk, character, or deeds that something isn't quite right and perhaps about to go awry if discovered. Number 2, research them online. A quick yet diligent search of someone online to get to know what they're like via social media, their website, and other means can help you gain a fast first impression whether you might like them, click with them, or get along with that someone you're about to meet. Toss in a Zoom call or two, and you've got that much more information about this person to work with before maybe you meet them in person. Number 3, take things extremely slow in the beginning. Doing so allows you to watch for cues, clues, and signs of potential misbehavior. What's more, your taking things slow may expose the other person's desire to want to speed things up. Hey, what's the rush? Why are they in such a hurry? Why rhymes with bye. Goodbye. Yeah. You find out why they're wanting to rush things. See you later. Goodbye. Number 4, don't be afraid to ask hard and difficult questions. You've got a right to know. You are inviting a total stranger, potentially, into your life. How do they feel about kids? Are they married? Are they hiding a wedding ring? You notice a tan line on their wedding ring finger. I'm kidding. The truth, please. Dating other women? Other men? How many other men or women are you sleeping with right now? Even if you've known someone since high school or college, as the years pass you by, they can change, and not always for the better. I heard a story the other day about a female and a guy who knew each other since high school. They got together for some fun between the sheets. Well, he turned into the most possessive stalker, bragging about his harem of ladies on a call somewhere or online, and that she could be one of them. Bye. Number 5, tally up all their wrongdoings. How many dirty wrongdoings did they rack up over a 24-hour period? 48, 72, 1 week, a month, a year? Make note of all the things that they did to upset you, to hurt you, rub you the wrong way, not taking you in the right direction. Remember, we want to pair up with someone who can help you with your life goals. These things will not go away, and/or you cannot change about someone. You're not paid to be their therapist, as I always say, and so your best move is to do just that. Move on. Leave that relationship early on and find someone who's better suited for you, who doesn't do these things that go against your protocol for being in a loving relationship. Don't even mention you're leaving. Just leave and let them chase you down for an explanation. Then, perhaps, have someone else call them for you. Don't you do it. Send the message that that person is being watched for his or her bad behavior. I remember I actually did kind of help a gal. She was having trouble with a guy who kept calling her and pesting her, and I want to be with you, I want to be with you. Well, 3 or 4 times of her saying no, he still didn't get it. So she said, Bart, would you call this guy? Here's his phone number. Call him and talk to him. And this happened on several different occasions with different friends of mine who were female. And pretty much I would talk to these gentlemen and say, look, as a guy, here's the deal. We get 3 times, 3 chances to win a woman in our direction. Okay? If we fail those 3 times, if you got a chance, 4th, 1 more time, that's okay. Beyond that, guys, we're deemed a stalker. And so are women. Everyone gets 3 chances to really win someone to their heart and their direction. Hey, I want to be with you. I like you. Well, after 3 times, 3 failures, it's called stalking because the other person they haven't come your way. So these gentlemen, having a guy call them and tell them this, all of them were very positive in their responses. As, okay, well, tell so-and-so, I really did want to be with them. I really like her a lot, but I get what you're saying, Bart, and you're right. It's appropriate for me to back off and go do my thing and find love elsewhere. So, hey, it is what it is. And that's life. How would you like a company pestering you time after time after time after time to buy their product? Look, I saw your commercial once. I put up with it. I saw it again. I put up with it. A 3rd time, I put up with it. Well, the 4th time and the 5th time, sorry, I'm either going to change the channel, I'm going to go to the bathroom, I'm going to go to the kitchen. I'm not going to watch it anymore, because you're hounding me, and stop calling me. Anyhow, I could go on. Here are a few more warnings, safeguards, and precautions I would want you to know about before heading out there to find the one for you. Number 1, if you do something you think now is trendy, hip, with the times, cool among your friends, peers or generation, or modern, but in the long run, it won't last or serve you, then drop that habit, that behavior, that way of talking, that form of dress, etc. It's a potential turnoff and most likely won't yield the type of healthy romantic results you're really looking for in the long run. So let me repeat that. If you do something now that you think is cool, trendy, hip, cool with your friends or the peers, the generation, or modern, no, consider just going old school, going back to traditional means, methods, modest dress, clear communication, etc. That's what I'm warning you about. Because again, it may turn a really great potential mate off because they see you got lazy talk, or you just something is wrong and you're being hip or you're trying to be cool. No, it's a turnoff and it's not going to fly. Remember, people are now going to start dating and marrying people at their level or higher. So if you're at a lower level or you're acting like it or you're dressing like it, odds are they're not good for you. Okay? The odds, that is. But you can change them in your favor. Okay. Number 2, protect yourself. Don't share yourself physically unless you get the quasi-fairy tale. By that I mean commitment, long-term, monogamous, relationship potential. Protect yourself. Don't share yourself physically so soon unless you get the quasi-fairy tale. Still got to get to know people, but just take your time and remember, take things extremely slow. Number 3, protect your body like a bank account. You've got $1 million in your vault or your body. Are you going to just let anyone walk into your vault and take what they want without an agreement on what they're going to offer you? Long-term commitment, romance, affection, long-term, monogamy. Get what I'm saying? Protect your body like a bank account. Number 4, just because everyone else is doing or saying something, doing something, doesn't mean you should. Don't follow the crowd. Live your own life, and to heck with anyone else who disagrees with you. I've had people tell me, Bart, you're so this, you're so that, you're so old school, you're this, that, you should get with the times or do this or that, or why don't you do this or that? And I'm like, because it wastes my time, might cost money. But you know what I'm saying? I mean, no, that type of behavior, that type of talk, it doesn't go the distance. And that's what I want. I want to go the distance. Number 5, you're so close to the trees that you can't see the forest. You can't see what you're doing today will impact you down the line in your life, say your late 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s. Step back from time to time, ask friends or someone, what's one thing about me that I could work on to improve who I am as a person? What annoys you sometimes about me? And be honest, really, tell me, be honest. What annoys you about me? Give it to me. I can take it. But just one thing. More later. I can't take it all. But the idea there is maybe there's something about you, your character, how you talk, something that is annoying. And you kind of want your close friends to be honest with you and tell you, what you should stop doing. Because whatever you're doing or saying, it might be turning someone off who potentially wants to meet you and talk to you and learn more about you and walk through life with you, you know? And remember, those things are carried into the relationship. So granted, I know the saying goes, well, that's just what I adore about her or him. Those quirky little habits, that what she does or how she says something, I know it rubs me wrong, but you know what? That's her and I love her, or vice versa. So I get that. But first impressions are first impressions, and you only get one time to make one. Number 6, we're all being exploited, used, tricked, conned, stolen from, manipulated. So watch out. Question everyone and everything that comes your way. What are their motives for interacting with you? Everyone has motives, good or bad. You can tell if someone has good intentions or bad by what? How? By the way they either let you go about your life without their bossing you around, or they get upset when you don't do what they want you to do, and they try hard to persuade you, sometimes by force. Come my way, do what I want. Bye. That's not good. So just be on the lookout. Today it's so hard. People are trying to survive in so many different ways. And many times they use love or the potential or affection to try to con you or us or me or anybody out of our hard-earned cash, our roof over our head, our car, all kinds of things. Trust no one, suspect everyone. Number 7, never give anyone more than $1 because they say they're short on the rent that month or they need money to pay a few bills. I get it. But number 1, there's a good chance you won't see that money back. So if you have it and you give it, just expect you might not get it back. Number 2, give an inch and they may take a mile. They'll ask for more and more and more until you say no more. The bank is closed. Just don't even let that start up. Tell them you're broke until payday. Tell them your money's locked up and you can't touch it due to investment rules. Whatever. Just lay low about your money. Tell them you're saving to pay a big tax bill. You know, you got a surprise letter from the IRS. That can happen. And it does. If you're a freelance consultant, tell them your client owes you money. So you ain't got none to give more than this dinner tonight and a couple of other little expenditures of our fun and entertainment. Just give an inch, they'll take a mile. And what kind of person is that? Again, motives. What are they? Snoop them out. And you can snuff them out actually, by taking things slow. Number 8, listen to what people say. Then watch what they do. Do they walk their talk? Action, not words. Patterns in their behavior can tell you more than what they tell you. Can you see implementing some of these warnings, safeguards, and precautions can protect you when going out there in that crazy whack world? Meeting strangers, total strangers. You don't know who these people are. What are their motives? What's their intentions? What's their financial status, background? Remember we talked about performance in another one of the audio programs of this book? Performance. How are they performing in their life, on their job? Are they hard to work with? Do they get along with people? Time brings us all answers. Be patient.